Hello, Cameron students. Hope you're having a great semester and that you're looking forward to next semester. Working toward your academic goals is exciting, and looking forward to new opportunities to learn is part of the process. When the enrollment schedules are posted on Cameron's website, you know it's time to plan, make your advising appointment, and get enrolled for the next semester. This tutorial will help you through the process. Pause at any time and pull up the web pages and work. First, you need to make your advising appointment. Let's do that now. I'm here on the Cameron University web page, and I go up to, on the website, and I go up to current students, and I see the drop-down menu. I see Academic Advising Center right at the top, and I click there. I scroll down till I see the button that says Book Now. If you have never made an appointment on the Cameron University Academic Advising Center's webpage, you need to create an account right here. You press Create Account and you fill out your information, and then you'll have an account where you can make your appointment. When you have your login, you just come over to the side where it says Login, or if you've already had one from the past, and press Login. Enter your information, your login and your password. And here we are, and here's Bugs Bunny, and he is in the system. So the first thing that you're going to see is select your major. Bugs is a psychology major. He understands people very well. But if you don't have a major, there is undecided, or if you don't find your major there, just come as close as you can. And so Bugs is a psychology major, so I go there, and then it says select the service that you want. This is what you want to do when you come to advising. So if you just are going to go to school in the fall, you'll press current students, that you're a current student and you want fall advising. If you're going to go to school in the summer, you press summer and fall advising, and you can do both at the same time, at the same appointment. But Bugs Bunny goes to school in the fall and never in the summer, so I'm going to click fall advising. And so then they will have the option for me to select my advisor. Sometimes there's two advisors here, and if you're not sure about who your advisor is, you can select just one of those, and that would be fine. Anybody would be happy to see you that advises in your area. So, but Bugs' advisor is Brandy, and so then we get Brandy's calendar. The days that are in white are open for Brandy, and Bugs wants to come in after spring break. So he's going to click here on the 23rd of March and bring that up. And that will come up, and it will populate here with the available times that Brandy can see him for his advising appointment for fall. So once that opens, they're going to give me the options during the whole week. Anything that's in white is okay. And so we have times Monday and throughout the week. And so he'll consult his schedule and figure out the best time. And he thinks 11:30 on Monday would be great. And so that's where he's going to select. And they have this option, please tell us a little about what we'll be doing during your appointment. And so he's going to say we want to do fall 2015 advising, and also questions about math classes. Okay, so he has those questions, and maybe he'll make a nice note to Brandy. I look forward to meeting with you again, Bugs. All right, and if you would like a text reminder, this is a great feature. They'll send you an email and a confirmation of your appointment, but if you'd like a text reminder, just click here and put in your mobile phone number, or if you don't want text reminders, click there, and then press finalize the appointment. I am not going to finalize this appointment because I don't want Brandy to be looking for Bugs Bunny on March the 23rd. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I've got my appointment. Why don't you do so now? Pause the video. Now, Bugs has asked me what does he need to do to get ready for his advising appointment. You just don't show up. There's some responsibilities that you have as a student to be ready to go to advising. So let's go ahead back to the advising page. We go under Current Students, Academic Advising Center, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and they have given you some helpful hints about how to prepare for academic advising. So they say bring a list of classes you want to take, bring a schedule of those classes, write down your questions so you don't forget and bring them with you, and bring the documents from your previous advising appointments. But the most important thing that you need to do is to bring your tentative schedule. You can just write that on a piece of scratch paper and that's fine, but it's really nice if you can take in the tentative schedule form. It helps you. So it's right here on the Advising Center under Tentative Schedule Form. Click there, and you see here's the form. So it helps you because it tells you all the information that you'll need to record so Brandy knows the classes that you would like to take. And of course that together you and your advisor will go through and make sure that these are the right classes, that you're taking things in the sequence that you should be taking them in. She might ask you some questions about your preferences and make some suggestions, and together you'll finalize your schedule. But you need to be proactive and to take responsibility for your own learning, and it also gives you this great feeling of autonomy and that you're in control of your own schedule. So, what are some other things that we would look for as we are filling out our tentative schedule? A few things that you'll do as you're planning your schedule is you'll refer to your degree works. We'll go there in just a minute and I'll show you how to access that and look at it. And to remember to take math and sequence. Always finish your developmental coursework first. And then I want you to think about time management. Your most alert hours for studying. If you're not a morning person, then perhaps 8 o'clock classes 4 days a week aren't the best for you. Plan out when are your best times for being alert and attentive in class. Think about the study times that you'll have. Sometimes it's nice to leave time between classes so you have time to go to the library or print some papers or go to the Center for Writers. So think about your schedule and how you're going to arrange it so that you're most efficient. Your degree works can be found on the Cameron University Aggie Access page under Your Information. So click on Degree Works and it will populate with the courses that you're taking, the courses that you need to take to complete your degree. If you've been undecided and you want to make a decision about your major, then you go to What If and go ahead here and you can choose the major that you would like and then it will process your What If. But Bugs is a psychology major and he decided that he would stay a psychology major, so he's going to stay in that program. So we're going to process the What If. So here Bugs Bunny and what he needs to take. If you see the little tildes, this indicates what he's in. The checks are what he's already completed, and then of course not complete are the red blocks. Now, he's cleared all of his deficiencies. If you do have any deficiencies or have developmental course requirements, remember you need to take care of those first. So stay in those classes until they're completed. And then we can go through his general education requirements. And we see that he still needs Comp 1, Comp 2, speech. He still needs college algebra. Don't get confused. It's just one of the following. So we go through these, and this is all that Bugs is going to take, is one of these classes to satisfy that requirement. So he also needs physical science and history and government and humanities. So he has a lot of things that still in his general education requirements. Generally, students want to stay in their general education requirements as they are working through their degree and get those finished as quickly as possible. You may begin to take introductory classes in your degree, but that's an option for you and your advisor to discuss. But again, the best option is to take care of those early general education requirements and, of course, the developmental classes. So I'm going to keep this window open as Bugs is working on his tentative schedule and what he wants to take. So how does Bugs know what to take? Well, he needs to go over to this course schedule, and he can access the course schedule in a couple of different ways. He can go to the Academic Advising Center, and they have a button to push to access the schedule of classes, or just right there under Current Students, I go to the Enrollment Schedule, and there it is. I know that Bugs needs to take Comp 1 in the fall, and I think he should go ahead and do that. So let's look for his Comp 1 class and what his options would be. So we have all these different filters for you to search for your classes. So of course you need to choose the appropriate term, the subject that you want to take your class in, where you want to take it. If you really want to filter it in more ways, that you want specific days to take a class or times, then go ahead and filter it any way that you want. But I like to look at the whole page to give me all my options. And so here I have all my options for Comp 1 that's offered in the fall. And so there's quite a few sections. And I see that no one's enrolled yet, so there's lots of openings. That's why I want to get in as quickly as possible and get my advising completed, because I want my options to be available. So I always have to look on these little notes that they might have, because some classes might have a co-requisite, and discuss that with your advisor for more details. And so that requires another class to go along with it. And then if it has staff, that means it just hasn't been assigned to a particular professor yet, but then they have the other professors there as well. And so I go through and I find the time that I like best that fits my schedule for English, and I kind of think through, that's a 12-week class, is that an option for me? And when I find a class that I think that is the best for me, I copy down the CRN, this is the prefix, ENGL, English, the department, the course number, it's a 3-hour course, and I write down Comp 1 and the time of the course and the days of the course. And I write that on that tentative schedule form, if at all possible. And when I'm looking at that, it's really fun to look at the textbook that's going to be needed for the class. And we don't have that quite up yet, but that should be populated pretty quickly. Now, he'll go to his next class. Bugs needs to take college algebra, so I'm just going to go over here to math and find math and look there and go. And what happens is you start looking through, and then you find a math class. He needs college algebra, so these are his options there. And he finds the math class that he needs or wants. Let's say he had Ms. Christensen for an earlier math class, and he loves her, so he wants to take her again. So he would have to go and make sure that nothing else conflicts. And sometimes it's a little bit of going back and forth, finding out how your schedule is going to fit. So we go back and forth, and we put together our tentative schedule before we go to our academic advising appointment. So that gives you a little bit of an overview about how to prepare for your academic advising appointment, how to book your appointment, how to look at the course schedule at Cameron University. If you have any questions, you can ask your UNIV teacher. Other people would be glad to help you as well. Other professors in the departments that you might have advice for you if you have questions. But I wish you all the success and getting all the classes that you need and want to move forward with your academic goals. Have a great day.